Greetings to all. Welcome to AWS Solution Architect Associate Training Sessions. Srinivas here. So we'll wait for 5 more minutes to others to join and we'll continue. Meanwhile, if you want to talk anything, you can raise your hand so that I can unmute yourself, and you can use the chat window if you have any questions to ask. I'm in a position to review and then answer. We'll wait for 5 more minutes to other participants to join, and then we'll start the session. Thanks for your patience. If you want to speak up, please raise your hand so I can unmute yourself. Meanwhile, we can have a short discussion. Okay, let's start the session. Greetings to all. Welcome to the AWS training session. Srinivas here. Hope you are able to hear me properly. Am I audible? Please give thumbs up sign or in chat window. My screen is visible to you all. Okay. This training is related to, thank you, thanks for your confirmation. So this training is related to AWS Solution Architect Associate, and this training is mainly for weekend, and this batch is going to start on Saturday and Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST. And this session continues for 2 hours on each weekend, and it is going to continue for 5 weeks. Based on the discussions, based on the interactions, if it may take more time, means the training session may extend 1 more week. Okay, it is all depends upon how we are going to interact during this training session. Before proceeding further, this training session is not one-way direction. It has to be interactive. So if you want to speak up, you can raise the hand so that I can unmute, allow you to speak up and ask the query. It is not possible to see the chat window during the training session. So I would like to encourage each one of you to speak up, ask the question, so that everyone can understand what is the question and what are the answer we are going to discuss. So please be interactive. So each and whenever you have any queries during this session. Yeah, let me proceed. So once again, this is a weekend, Saturday and Sunday, evening 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST. It continues for 5 weeks. Based on the time to cover the topics, it may extend 1 more week. Okay, hope it is clear. Moving to the next slide. Everyone, I hope, part of the WhatsApp group. So what is the importance of be part of WhatsApp community? We are going to provide, the support team is going to provide day-to-day updates and upcoming batches information. All those details are going to provide in the WhatsApp community, and even whatever the recording sessions and whatever the details, all those things will be published in the WhatsApp community. So whoever not part of WhatsApp group, you can contact on these numbers, or you can scan this course, or else you can open browser and log into this particular Logic Labs Technologies, www.logiclabstech.com, wherein you can find the upcoming batches. You can find upcoming batches and you can find whatever the training you are looking for. Logic Labs Technology providing trainings on multiple technologies whatever the technology you are looking for, you can click on the respective group. The first link belongs to, see, this is a batch number 166. You can scroll down what are the batches we are conducting from the Logic Labs. Different trainers are providing different time zones. You can choose according to your convenience and choose respective session. There are links are available. Like if you are not part of WhatsApp group, you can click on the first link to be part of WhatsApp group. So like that, you can click on whatever the group you are interested. Okay, try to be part of WhatsApp community so that you are going to get a regular updates. Not only this, the first sessions, whatever the sessions, every session, first 3 sessions or 5 sessions, which are sessions are will be uploaded to YouTube. You can go to YouTube and you can review that first 3 sessions or 5 sessions for free, and those trainings and these videos recordings will be uploaded to YouTube for everyone to review. Based on that interest, as soon as whatever the content we are going to deliver, as soon as you are interested, you can continue the session. Yeah. So the links are available for each and every training session. You can choose whatever the training you are interested based on the time zone, and everything details will be available. So this is related to training, and you can, for this particular module, what is the course content and all those things, if you are not aware, you can scan the details and you can see that whatever the information, what you can call us, the numbers are available. You can call us at any time. The time zones are available here in this particular training module. So just a brief about this training, how this is going to happen. Okay. For any general queries, you can contact our support team. You can send a mail communication to support@logiclabstech.com, and you can reach all the mentioned phone numbers. For this particular AWS weekend batch, this is Solution Architect Associate training sessions, the first 2 sessions, and that means today and tomorrow. These 2 sessions will be free to attend. And the 2 sessions will be uploaded to YouTube as well. That Logic Labs technology, if you search in YouTube, you can find for each and every training session, there will be sessions will be uploaded to YouTube. You can review that YouTube links and you can get an understanding how the delivery, how the training modules going on. Based on the interest, you can nominate yourself and you can register yourself. Okay, please use these free sessions and understand what are the topics we are going to cover, how the training module is going to deliver. Okay. So as I said, the first 2 sessions will be free to attend, and the third session will be onwards. The separate Zoom link will be shared to only registered participants. Registered participants in the sense whoever making the payment, they will get a separate Zoom meeting link to attend this remaining training sessions. Hope it is clear. So one more time, these sessions, if you are not part of the WhatsApp community, what is the importance of be part of WhatsApp community? The support team is going to provide the session information in that WhatsApp community. If you are not able to attend this training, you are in a position to review the recording sessions, and the recording sessions will be uploaded to YouTube, and the YouTube link also will be shared in that WhatsApp community link. Or else you can go through YouTube and search Logic Labs technologies. So you are in a position to respect to training module, you can see. Yeah. So all these training sessions, this is the online delivery model. So all the sessions will be on the recording. So once the session is completed, the same record session will be uploaded to LMS Graphing. This particular link, not only YouTube, this is a separate portal wherein you are in a position to access your session recordings and note files, whatever the discussions, whatever the running notes, all those files will be uploaded to the respective portal wherein whoever registered for this particular module, they are in a position to access that particular portal for lifetime. Hope it is clear. And if you have any queries related to training module or any payment related issue or not part of, not able to access anything, so you are happy to coordinate with our support team. See here, for any technical related queries related to the training delivery or training module questions, if you have any questions, please send a mail to srinivas@logiclabstech.com. And if you have any other related queries like accessing the WhatsApp group or access issue to the LMS Graphy or payment related queries, you can send a mail to support@logiclabs.com. You can send a mail to both of us so that one of us will try to respond your query as soon as possible. The support team is available, the admin team is available Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, this is all about the basic general information what we are providing. We are providing different technologies. It is the motto is to enhance the skills by delivering the sessions in the understanding a better way to make your job easy. Okay, in day-to-day operations. Okay, let's move on. Before continuing, do you have any questions? You can raise your hand. I'm not in a position to see the charts. Okay, the chart information is provided. Whatever who are not part of, you can see that WhatsApp group information in the chart window, so that you are happy to be part of WhatsApp community. So to get the latest update, the latest upcoming batches information and all those things. Okay, thank you. If you want to speak up, you can unmute yourself and speak up. Yeah, I'm going to allow to speak up. As soon as you raise your hand, I'm allow you to speak and you can ask the questions. Let me move on. So this training module is all about Amazon Web Services. That is basically covers what are the topics we are going to cover these 5 weeks. It is most of which is related to AWS Solution Architect Associate. Okay, we are going to discuss what are the topics we are going to design. Okay, so what is the today's agenda? The today's agenda is introduction, the course overview, how the training procedure, and I can answer your questions. What are the questions you are going to ask? I am ready to answer your questions. Okay, let me start my introduction. Brief about myself. I'm Leela Srinivas here, having 22 years of experience, 22 plus years of experience in IT industry, serving different roles. Started my career as customer support executive and until manager role. And I started my career from as a Wintel administrator, later moved to VMware and then the cloud platform. So this is all about myself. So during that my career, I am part of delivering the training sessions to colleagues and delivering the training sessions to counterparts. So I delivered nearly 6+ years of training experience in delivering the training sessions to different technology persons. Okay, I am certified professional for Microsoft, VMware, Azure, and AWS, and process certification ITL. This is all about myself. So as I'm happy to deliver the training session, it is a kind of sharing the knowledge. So I try to explain the things in a base level, the base foundation. If it is strong, we are in a position to understand the concept very easy, so that you can complete your day-to-day operations with easy and I can fix that issues as soon as possible. That is all about myself. So I would like to ask if you want to speak up, whoever joined the session, you can allow to I'm going to please raise your hand to introduce yourself. What is your expectation? And is it a training module is compatible for me or any kind of questions? I'm ready to answer your queries. Please raise your hand and I'm allowed to unmute yourself. Yes, Praveen, greetings. You can unmute yourself. Praveen, are you able to hear me? You are allowed to speak. I'm not, it's not audible for me. Okay. Anyone else? You can speak up. You can share your experience. What is your expectation? You can raise your hand so that I'm in a position to unmute yourself. Anyone? I'm going to allow you to. Yes, one by one, please. Amar, please proceed. Greetings to you.
Yeah, hi sir, I am Amar. Am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible. Please speak up.
Hi sir, I am Amar from Mumbai itself, and I'm working as a senior engineer.
Which technology?
System, Windows admin.
Windows admin. Very good. Okay.
Yes. So I want to change my job role. So that's why I came to Logic Lab.
Very good. Thanks. Thanks for choosing Logic Labs. Yes, please.
So how it is beneficial for me? Actually, I am from Windows domain,
Yes.
and cloud is different. So just I want to know that how it is beneficial for me. How can I perform from Windows to cloud?
Exactly. See, as you are even ever administrator, we
Yeah,
started our career as a base supporting platform. We are going to log into the server. How we are going to access remote desktop? If the remote desktop is not going to work, you are going to access the console. How we are going to access the console? Either connecting to the physical server or a virtual server. How we are going to access the console? The placement of the server differs, and now we are going to discuss about how the same Intel servers hosted on cloud platform. Once it is hosted on platform, how we are going to access the servers, because the environment is keep on changing. So it is our necessary responsibility to upskill our knowledge to support that servers which are hosted on cloud platform. While working this host servers are hosted in platform, how we are going to connect? The same job as a Intel administrator is going to log into the cloud environment and then access the respective server and fix that issues, whatever the issues you are day-to-day operations you are going to do, like patch management or anything. So it is very necessary to, as an admin, as an Intel administrator or any kind of administrator in a day-to-day operation, everyone has to enhance their skills to fit into to access the cloud platform and provide the necessary support to that particular servers. So it is very much required. You have to enhance your skills to make sure you are able to understand the cloud concepts. Then only you are in a position to fix or work on day-to-day operations. Is it clear, Amma?
yeah.
Thank you, Amma.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, Manoj, please unmute yourself. If you are done, please unmute yourself. Yes, Manoj, you can unmute yourself. Anyone would like to speak up? I'm going to allow everyone to unmute yourself and speak up. You can rise and speak up one by
Hi,
one.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
please. Hi, Anita. Greetings to you. Yes, please.
Yeah. I just connected, sir. Sorry for the late.
No, no problem, Anita. Just I'm provided the introduction for myself. I'm looking for your expectation about this module, about AWS cloud Solution Architect Associate. So
Mhm.
your experience currently, where you are working, which technology you are working, what is your expectation, where you are from?
I'm totally new for this training. I don't have any computer experience, sir.
Okay.
I yeah. Let's see how can I understand and all. That's what I'm taking this class.
Okay, very good, Anita. It's a very good decision to come to and enhance your skills. When did you pass out?
Uh, I'm a housewife actually.
Okay, okay, no problem. So whoever looking for the technology world in IT field, it is not only for the administrations which are looking for the cloud platform. Cloud platform is designed in such a way that they can perform whatever the application they are looking for. It is not only administration, they can work on development, they can work on whatever the machine learning is available, Kubernetes, Docker, many technologies available. Whatever the specialization you are looking for, you can choose and understand the concepts, and then you can shape up your career in IT industry. So it is doesn't matter. There is no necessity that you need to be expertise in this technology. The concepts you need to understand, you need to practice a lot so that you are in a position to crack the interview and then secure a job. Yeah, thanks, Anita. Okay, please, anyone
Thank you.
else?
Hey, hi, Srinivas. This is Hari here. Hi,
Greetings to you.
hi. Great, thank you. Hi, all. My name is Hari Krishnan, so you can call me Hari. And I have around 16 years of experience in IT. I'm currently working as a security architect. I've been working in AWS for a couple of years uh, from a security architecture standpoint, but I never gone through any formal training or anything. I'm not that much hands-on from the AWS standpoint. I'm more into security control definitions and stuff like that. So I thought I'll start a journey within AWS by learning AWS, and then try to do more certifications and more learning in AWS from a security standpoint. That's the main motto for me to join this class.
Thanks, Hari. Thanks, very good. And I hope you are already working on AWS and you are using the AWS service to perform your day-to-day security job role, right?
No, I'm basically a security architect. So more of my role is, let's say, client comes to me and say, "Hey, Hari, I'm creating a new application or migrating my existing on-prem application to cloud using microservices or AWS function serverless structure and stuff like that." So my work is more about looking into the requirement, doing threat modeling for the application, and define control requirements. If it is on-prem, or it's a cloud, we need to define the control requirement. This is how the control should be defined. The VPC should look like this. The security group should look like this. This sort of a log should be generated. At a high level, I know how this is being done in AWS, but I never gone through any formal training. I'm basically from the background of Azure.
Okay.
So I just compare Azure services with AWS and try to give the security requirements. But yeah, getting a formal training and formal hands-on experience on AWS is something what I'm actually looking for.
Great, Hari. Thanks for choosing Logic Labs and this training module. Thanks, Hari. So we are going to cover what are the topics we are going to cover. I'm going to share the details. What are the services we are going to cover as part of this AWS training module? And definitely, as you are already architect level and the security architect level, definitely it is going to help enhance the skills or refreshing the skills to a certain level. As you already aware of Azure modules, and it is a slight technical naming changes. That's it. The most of the things are similar, the concept wise, but the naming, how we are going to call it as in Azure, how we are going to call it as in AWS, the slight difference will be the conceptual wise. Both are same. Yeah. Thanks, Hari. Thanks for your information.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else to speak up?
Hello, Srini sir. Myself,
Yes,
Chintu Kumar.
Hi, Chintu. Greetings to you. Yes, please.
Thank you. I'm working in TCS since 2013 as a Russian language expert.
Which engineer?
A Russian language expert in
Manual.
TCS.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, in Kolkata location.
Okay.
So I don't have any technical knowledge myself. So I want to learn AWS in technical field.
Okay, Chintu. Thanks.
So
Thanks for
I don't have too much technical knowledge.
No problem, Chintu. The thing is that the cloud platform is designed in such a way that if you have interest to learn the upskills or doing the IT roles, it is a right place to learn the things. As it is available, free tier account is available. You can practice whatever the way you are looking for. That's just you should have the interest to learn the skills. We are here, the Logic Labs technology is here to provide and make it easy to understand whatever the technology you are going to interest. Yeah, definitely. I'll make sure I'm going to deliver the session to explain the things in a layman understanding so that if you can practice the things in your lab. This is a pre-car lab is available and I'm going to showcase how to register and all those things. Thanks, Chintu. Thanks for coming up.
Welcome.
Yes, please. Anyone else? Yes,
Yeah, good
Praveen.
evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, so myself, Manoj Kumar, I'm working as a finance related job in Novartis. So I want to switch to this AWS technology. So if I learn, I have to put the experience as fresher or something like experienced guy, 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Some disturbance is there. Your good name, please.
Yeah, my name is Manoj.
Manos. Yes, Manos. Very good question. What are the question you asked? That is very good question. This is going to help others as well to understand. See, what is the experience? Whatever the role you are doing currently. For example, your manual testing or your some Windows admin, some database admin, whatever the role you are doing. Okay, it is you are going to showcase that is the experience. Why? Because you are already working on the technology and you can present that skills. How you are going to present the skills in interview? You are going to ask by someone the interview question. If you crack that interview, that means you are experienced, right? So this AWS or cloud platform, whatever the modules we are delivering from the Logic Labs, we are trying to explain the topics and we are going to provide the way to practice the sessions on your own. So as soon as you practice the session number of times, so you are in a position to understand the concepts and you are in a position to deliver that, present your skills in front of others. Thus, whatever the experience you can include, whatever the previous experience it is, may not be related to cloud, but whatever the experience, you can showcase that I have been working on this cloud platform. As soon as you said that, the questions are going to come into picture in such a way that they treat that if you have experience. So how you are going to showcase your skills? If you practice by listening these training modules and as soon as you're listening and you are going to practice, simply listening is not going to enhance your skills, which is for everyone. So as soon as you listen and then practice, if first time you have to refer the document and do the practice. Second time, a third time, without referring the document, you are in a position to navigate. Navigate in the sense where to click, where to go to get the desired function. That is the practice. As soon as you practice, you can showcase that I have 2 years of experience, 3 years of experience. So once you crack the interview, that means they are agreed. You are experienced person. Why? Because you are experienced person. Because of your practice makes you perfect. Okay, there is no how you are presenting the skills. That is only matters. It doesn't matter you are really worked on the environment or not. Most of the training participants, they say that they are having some dilemma. Am I right person to crack the interview? Don't think that in direction. Practice well and be confident enough whatever the sessions you practice and whatever the questions are going to come into picture, try to understand the question sequence and deliver that answer. That's it. You are ready to work on the environment with whatever the experience you have. Okay, it doesn't matter the experience is related to cloud or not. The experience will be there. That experience you are going to showcase as a cloud. That's it.
Okay, one more thing was, so yesterday, so when I go through the syllabus index, I saw that it is AWS for your course and some other faculty related. I saw this is AWS Cloud. So the syllabus is same for all this. AWS Cloud is different. This Amazon Web Services is different.
Okay, one more time. It's a good question. Yeah, thank you, Manos. See, AWS is an Amazon Web Services. It is a cloud. We know everyone knows that. One trainer, they may mention that AWS Cloud. One trainer, they mention that AWS Solution Architect Associate. One trainer, they just mentioned that AWS. If you see the content, what are the services we are going to cover? There are plenty of services are available in the management interface. We are going to see that. Okay. It is not possible to cover all services. There are 100+ services are available in the dashboard or in the management console. We are going to cover certain services, the most important services which you are required to understand or need to crack in day-to-day operations. Day-to-day operations are crack the exam, whatever it may be. So we are trying to cover important services as part of this training module. It is AWS Cloud, AWS Solution Architect Associate. All these modules are same. The trainer, the way of presentation may be slightly different, but the content, the way of delivery to understand for the participants level, it is slightly different, trainer to trainer. Okay, that's where you can go through that free YouTube training sessions wherein you can understand what is the to understand, to learn the topics. First, we need to sync with the trainer. Okay, if you are able to sync with the trainer and if you are able to get confident enough to go through that YouTube free sessions, you are happy to join the respective training module. But content is same. We are going to teach about AWS Solution Architect Associate content only.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Manos.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Praveen, you are
Yeah.
audible.
Hi, sir. Hello, team. So, sir, my name is Praveen Purushottam Raikar. I have more than 4-year experience as a database administrator,
Very good.
and
Yeah.
I'm from Pune. So, just my expectation is, sir, I want to thoroughly get the knowledge of AWS, so I can do the job in our cloud base also, so I can support in my team for cloud in the cloud base section also. Right now I'm just doing work here as a Cassandra database, and sir, I want to go in the day offs way, okay, for to become a day offs. So for that, just I want to get the knowledge of AWS. So my question is, will be here we will see any practicals also here, or how we will go through this?
Greetings to Praveen. Thanks for coming up. Yes.
Yeah.
The first thing is that, yes, the trying practical module is available. In the practical module, the session, how to register your account. Once you are register your account, I'm going to explain in upcoming session, in this today's session itself, how you to register. Once you register to Amazon Web Services, you are
Okay.
going to get a free tier access. In free tier access, there are free tier limitations, and according to the availability, you can practice.
Okay.
The database administrator, what you are going to do, you are need to connect a server where the database is installed. Once you
Right.
connect to the database, you are going to create instances and you are going to provide permissions. So how you are going to connect that server to create a database instances or providing permissions or backup, what are the jobs you are doing day to day? The same thing you are going to do practice on the cloud portal. That is a beauty. For practicing on a day-to-day operation on a server, it requires some components, but in a cloud, you can directly access as soon as you log in, you are happy to do your practicals. It is you can if the practical is not working, you can delete and you can create one more thing. That much easy it is. So I'm going to explain all those things, no worries. So you are going to get
So,
a
sir,
chance.
will it beneficial for me if I want to become a day off? So, will
Yes, yes,
this experience
definitely.
will?
So whoever going to be part of DevOps, AWS, understanding the AWS associate and professional. Associate is nothing but it is going to describe about all the functions or services. Okay. Services in the sense there are a couple of services I'm going to discuss about session. So once this understanding then you are choosing the database, for example. So in the database and the DevOps, it is going to explain in more detail about the specific function, how you are going to perform the DevOps as a DevOps engineer. Okay. So even Logic Labs Technologies is providing AWS DevOps, Azure DevOps. Whatever the training, the cloud module you are going to learn, once you are familiar with one particular module, the other module, other cloud platform like Azure or Google Cloud, whatever it may be, you are in a position to correlate your understanding so that maybe slightly different names will be there, but the conceptual wise, it is the same. So you are happy to learn, you are going to practice. The practice, it is all depends upon you. It
Yeah.
is not me.
Definitely, sir. We will do the practice. Just we need your guidance. And
Yes,
one more, just last question, sir.
yes, please.
So, can we will get the study material also from this portal, or how that will be?
See, we are going to learn the cloud.
Mhm.
The cloud itself, the Google Cloud, Google search engine is there. You can search whatever the knowledge you are looking for. Okay. We are going to provide this training module, like what are the discussions we are going to discuss and what are the links we are going to publish and all those things we are going to make this kind of note file, and this note file will be uploaded along with this video recording so that these recordings and these note files will be available for lifetime access, whoever registered.
Okay,
So they
okay,
can
okay.
refer these notes.
Mhm.
They are not able, first thing is that to explore the knowledge, the first place is to search engine, where you are going to explore different levels of understanding, right? So definitely we are going to provide some training modules that what are the discussions, what are the examples and all those things we are going to put across while discussing, while presenting the things. So you can refer that at any moment. The beauty of online training is even if you miss one session, you are in a position to refer previous session by logging to that portal.
Yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir.
And you can do the practice. You are not going to miss any session, any topic.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else?
Srinivas, this is Hari here. I have a question.
Yes, buddy.
Will you be providing any sort of a training certificate or something like that, saying we have attended so many hours of training? Because that will help me in filling CPE for my other certifications.
Yes, definitely, definitely. To update your CV, we need to see one thing to update a resume. We need to attend the certification course and we need to crack the exam. Attending the training module is a certification we are going to provide for your beneficiary. In addition to that, for each one of you, while preparing the profile or CV, how you are going to mention. You just attended the training on this date, so it is not good. You need to project, you need to practice the things in such a way that you can project. I have been working since 3 years in the same platform and managing these services. I'm well aware of the creating services, managing the services, and creating this kind of sets of configuration. That is the way you need to present in the CV so that it is going to help your career position. Yeah. So definitely we are going to provide the certification, completion certification, whoever registered participants. the support team, the management is going to provide completion certificate. Thank you. Thank you, Hari. Anyone else to proceed further? Any questions? Okay. So let's move on. If no other questions. Thanks for all your questions, and it is going to help others to speak up and others to understand. Even they are not in a position to ask, the queries will be clarified without asking. Yes, please, Abhishek.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Abhishek, greetings to you. Yes, tell me.
Yeah, actually, I saw the curriculum here regarding AWS, which will cover like all the services with some Wintel part as well. So currently, I'm working as a Wintel administrator and with VMware. So
Yes.
what can I expect from this course? Will it be helpful, or will I, after completing the course, can I give some experience of AWS as well to switch the job?
Yes, exactly, Abhishek. It is most important thing is that we need to showcase up our skills and we need to enhance our skills day to day. First, initially you started as a Intel administrator. Later, you are enhance your skills to work on VMware technology. Without knowing VMware technology, you are not in a position to access the same server in VMware, isn't it? The same way, the same Intel servers will be part of in a cloud-hosted servers. How we are going to manage the same Intel server in a cloud technology? How we are going to fix the issues in cloud architecture? To understand that, we need to log into this cloud portal. I'm going to showcase that, and you need to practice how the server will be hosted in cloud, how I'm going to access the same server in the cloud, and how I can perform the troubleshooting steps in cloud. So once you enhance your skills, you don't need to mention that I have only one month experience like that. You can showcase whatever the experience, 4 years or 3 years, you can showcase. When you are going to showcase, if you practice well, the entire experience you can showcase as I'm a cloud expert. By completing the respective cloud certifications, you can showcase yourself as I'm an expert, right? It is going to help you a lot. Definitely, we need to upskill every engineer, every administrator, and every IT guy need to enhance their skills. Without enhancing skills, they are not going to get opportunities in current IT world. So that's where we are providing Logic Labs is providing, delivering the training sessions in different modules. So to enhance their meet the requirements. Yeah. Thank you, Abhishek. Is it clarified, Yoda?
Yes, yes. And like most of the companies are asking for cloud formation also, means I mean a depth knowledge of cloud formation. So what can I expect
Yes,
for?
we are going to see that what are the services we are going to discuss about that and how we are going to refer and how we are going to practice and all those things we are going to see. It is all depends on we are here to provide guidelines how you need to log in and how you need to understand the concepts which are services are available, how you are going to deploy. We are going to showcase how to deploy the respective service, how to manage that service, all those things. By understanding that concept, you need to practice. Once you've done practice, by first time you are going to refer the document and referring the video and then do the lab in the Amazon portal. Later, second time, third time onwards, without referring any document, you get an experience to directly go there and click on desired button, desired functions to configure your service, desired service. You can showcase that experience. You can understand the concepts and then you can practice and then deliver or present the things in a right manner, so you are good to go. Yeah.
Okay, and any project that will be covered?
Project, it is all your imaginary. You need to create your own project, how this environment is going to set up. Okay, we
Okay.
are going to guide you how to deploy each and every service. It is a IT industry is in the such a way that it is form of bits and pieces. If we are going to understand, we need to combine all things together to deliver one particular service, right? That is
Okay.
the project. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So let me move on. So if we have any, see this training module, it is an interactive session. Whenever you have any doubt, please raise a hand. I'm going to stop and then you can ask your query. It is not only not only this particular session. While going through that, if you come across while reviewing that existing video or existing record, you get a chance to understand what is this, and you are not able to get to that mark, then you are in a position to send a mail communication with what is the doubt, what is the screen capture. You can send a mail communication to srinivas@logiclabstech.com. As soon as I see your mail communication from you, I am in a position to understand and then reply accordingly. If it is not possible to reply, definitely you can discuss the same topic in upcoming sessions. Okay. So you are happy to ask questions and you can raise your hand at any particular moment. Okay, we are here to clarify your doubts and understand in a better way. Yeah, thank you all. Let's move on. So this is a course overview of what we are going to learn about this particular course. It is AWS Solution Architect Associate. As part of this Solution Architect Associate, there are certain services we are going to discuss, we are going to configure. I'm going to provide a live session while doing the lab, and then you are in a position to practice the same thing at a home remaining days. One thing you need to understand, simply reviewing the session video, it is not going to help you guys. Once you put hands-on practice is very important to get expertise in any technology. Just reviewing the video or attending the session is not going to get beneficial. You need to practice a lot. Okay. So how to practice, where to go, how to click and all those things, that is the navigation which we are going to guide you. It is up to you how you are going to practice, how you are going to adapt that skills and then deliver the skills in a right manner. Okay. So we, as part of this course, we are going to create a free tier account registration and certification path. Free tier account, it is a free tier account. AWS is going to provide a free tier account. You can register yourself and then log into that Amazon portal, and then you practice whatever the function you are looking for. You are in a position to practice. For practice, they are providing a free tier account. I'm going to showcase what we are going to get a free tier account details and how to register and all those things we are going to discuss. And the basic concepts of IT infrastructure. What is the basic concept of IT infrastructure? First, we need to understand, before going for cloud, we need to understand what is a traditional approach. What I'm going to do in this training module, whatever the service I'm going to discuss. Okay, I'm going to discuss about the service. Before discussing this about the particular service, first I'm going to refer what is a current module, how the current module you are working, how the same thing can be deployed in the cloud, so that you are in a position to understand the basic concept, what is required, what I'm going to get a benefit in cloud, what I'm not getting in real time in the current scenario, why the cloud is more booming, why everyone is looking for cloud. So we need to understand the basic concept. That's where I'm coming from correlation between the current modules and current infrastructure, where how you are working in day to day, the same thing how you are going to do on respect to service, how you are going to correlate. As soon as you correlate, you are not in a position to forget that particular topic. Okay, that's where we are going to cover as part of this basic concept of IT infrastructure. I'm not going to cover the entire theory at one shot. I'm going to take one service, and that particular one service, how it is going to relate in on-prem, and how you are going to do in on-prem, how you are going to do in cloud. Okay, that's where we are going to come into picture. That's the concept we are going to understand. So that's a types of compute system, server requirements. We are going to understand what service we are going to understand in the cloud, what is there in requirements, what is required in a on-prem location, on day-to-day operation, what is the requirement to fulfill to that particular requirement? What are the things we are going to do to get that particular desired function? And the same function, how you are going to replicate in cloud. So for each and every service, I'm going to correlate conceptual basics and then explain on the cloud platform how it is going to replicate and how you are going to do practice and all those things we are going to see in each and every session. Okay. And virtualization concept, why we need to understand virtualization concept? It is a journey of the IT infrastructure. Initially, it is concerned physical infrastructure where we are going to work, how it is going to work, and then the physical infrastructure converted into virtualization. In virtualization, how the things are going to come into picture in virtualization. Then after virtualization, how it is going to move to cloud. So if you understand this hierarchy from where we started and how it is enhancing this in IT infrastructuring and providing the solution, how fast it is providing solution, how easy to make it easy to get the result function, that's where we need to understand the basics. So as part of this training module, I'm going to cover a small concepts of virtualization, what is virtualization, how it is going to do. Okay. In each and every service, I'm going to explain how it is related on-prem. Most of the administrators are aware of the virtualization environment in some or other way. Okay, we are going to cover up small discussion about virtualization. Okay, and then understanding about cloud. So even we are providing whoever running and currently working on VMware or virtualization environment, even we are providing Logic Labs, providing the training module for VMware administrator, especially for the VMware administration. And that training also, I am delivering the trainings for VMware virtualization. You are going to get upcoming batches. You can see upcoming sessions information in the WhatsApp community. You can register. Okay. The next concept is once we understand the basic concept, and we are going to cover directly, I'm going to start with the cloud concepts and then going to cloud registration, and then we are going to understand the service. As soon as one service we selected, I'm going to come back to the on-prem. I'm going to compare, and each and every service will be delivered in the right manner by understanding the basic concepts. Okay. So during that training modules, you are in a position to ask any kind of question. It may be expertise question or it may be silly question, doesn't matter. It is your choice to speak up. As a technical people, technical resources, we need to speak up. We need to ask. Then only the discussion is going to clarify your doubts or your queries. Okay, simply listening is not going to help. In IT industry especially, you need to speak up. You need to present the skills in the right manner. If you are not going to speak up, you are not in a position to present your skills. Okay, so please, whenever you stock up with any doubt or anything, please rise and ask questions. Okay, and then we'll move to basic cloud concepts. And after basic cloud concept, in the sense what is our different cloud modules are available and all those things we are going to cover. And then availability, then scalability, what is a pay as you go model, and concepts of AWS, how this concept, the same availability, scalability, pay as you go, how the things will be replicated in AWS. That's what it is going to cover as part of solution architect associate module. Okay. Sorry. Important services of what are the course content. What are the course we are going to learn? I'm going to next slide. I'm going to showcase what are the services we are going to cover as part of this training module. This information is already populated in the course content. Just I'm going to review few services, what the services we are going to cover in this 5 weeks module. Okay. And then, as I told earlier, each and every service we are going to correlate with on-prem and versus cloud. How it is going to be available in virtualization, how it is available on-prem. Virtualization is part of on-prem. Okay, the servers will be available on-prem. And then how it is going to refer to the cloud. For each and every service, I'm going to correlate while discussing about service. I'm going to come back to the basic concept of the respective service and then explain and then go forward. Yeah. Some portion will be theory. Most of the things, once the theory part is completed, I'm not going to come to theory part. Most of the things I'm going to sit on Amazon web portal, Amazon management interface, wherein I'm going to showcase how to go each and every service, how you are going to configure, how you are going to connect from the environment from to this cloud platform. Okay. So this is all about course overview. We are going to cover all these topics. Okay, clear? Any doubts on this course overview? You can raise your hand and unmute yourself and you can speak up.
No doubt, sir. Please continue. Thank you.
Thank you. About training procedure, just a minute. How the training procedure is going to continue. All are live interactive sessions. Why interactive? If you understand the topics very well by coordinating, by discussing, then only it is going to help you guys. Okay, so please be interactive. Okay, don't later if you want to play a recording and understanding, you are not in a position to ask the questions, you are not going to get a query answered in a right manner. As soon as you are going to join the session and make interactive, you are going to get more exposure. Not only you, other participants are going to get that whatever the idea, whatever the questions you are going to ask, it is going to help in that direction. Okay. We are all here technical expertise. We are going to share the knowledge and understand the concept in a better way. Okay. It is going to help others as well. So all the sessions, all are live sessions. Okay, we are going to do practice and we are going to discuss about that, and then we are going to answer your queries. Okay, that is interactive way. Each session will be recorded. See, whatever the session we started, it is automatically will be recorded, and once the session is completed, whatever the topic we discussed and whatever the notes, running notes we are updating in this particular note file, I'm going to upload. The support team, the admin team is going to upload this note file as well as this particular recording session to the portal where that LMS copy. For initial 2 sessions will be available in YouTube, wherein you are in a position to understand how the training module, what are the topics we are going to cover. Okay, so from the third session, all the sessions will be recorded and along with notes, it will be uploaded to LMS Graphy site portal. It is a portal wherein you can in a position to review and play the records and you can review the notes, whatever the running notes. Okay. So this records and this particular note files will be available for lifetime whoever registered. Registered in the sense whoever make the payment and enrolled for this course, they are in a position to play the records, view the content and all those things for lifetime. Okay. So, and in addition to that, if you have any questions, why this live session, why this interactive session, you are in a position to ask the doubt. It is a kind of one-to-one interaction correlates with the live example. Previously, one member, one resource asked about a database. How the database is going to work in a on-prem way, on cloud way. So it is very easy to understand. So that that is the way the concept comes in picture, interactive. Okay, you have to ask questions and you can replicate the same thing, discuss the things, then it is going to register in a right manner and you are in a position to present the same thing in a better way. Okay. So as part of this training procedure, we are going to cover about this important service. EC2, EC2 instance, IAM security, user management, Route 53, it is related to all DNS records and all those things. S3, storage, how the storage, different forms of storage, Glacier, EFS, these are the storage related functionalities. We are going to discuss where we are going to use the respective storage service, where we are going to use respect to other particular services. ELB, load balancer, how we are going to configure that. For example, take a consider of load balancer. Load balancer, many of us who are starting the IT career, they may not understand. So wherein for them to understand, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how these networking concepts are going to come into picture. While discussing about ELB or any particular topic, it is not only particular topic. For each and every topic, I'm going to come to ground level, from the scratch level, and explain the concepts. Directly explaining the load balancer may not be understandable, but if I cover the how the service we are in connecting, how it is going to work in a load balancer, that relation we need to establish by understanding the basic concepts, then it is going to be very clear, and you are in a position to practice what I'm going to do, why I'm going to do. So if you understand the concepts basic way, it is going to register in a proper direction. Okay. For each and everything, what is VPC? What is a cloud front? What is a direct connect? What is RDS? These are the services we are going to discuss as part of this training module. Okay. Whenever this particular modules we are going to discuss, there are other services, sub-services are going to come into picture. Those services are not in a position to list out here. So for example, EC2. In EC2, we are going to, there are sub-services in the second. I can say EC2, how we are going to connect. Okay. It is not only deployment of EC2 instance, how we are going to connect. What are the groups, security groups we are going to create? What is a firewall? What is the things? These all the things are going to come into picture to access that particular service in a right manner. If you are not going to understand what is a firewall, if you are not able to understand what is RDP or what is SSH, it is no use, right? So we need to understand the sub-components and then understand how you are going to access that particular service in cloud environment. So we are going to discuss all these services. Apart from this, there are other services are going to here and there will come expand or go in deep whenever it is required for better understanding, better configuration, better way of dealing the service. Yeah. Any doubt about this particular planning procedure about the services?
No, sir.
Thank you. So next one is AWS certification path. What we are going to cover with this particular training module, you are in a position to clear AWS certified cloud practitioner, and you are in a position to understand these two topics we are going to cover as part of this particular training module. Okay, once you understand this particular module, you are happy to clear this particular exams by going through preparation, exam preparation, and all those things. Okay, so there are other certifications available. What is the certification, what we are going to do, and all those things. I'm going to give the little explanation about this particular certification, and then we'll go with the next topic about registration. That is important thing. Okay, let me explain about the certification little more, then we'll proceed. Who is going to do about the cloud practitioner? So I'm going to showcase here the certification. See here, if you go particular certification, this is the Amazon certification. This particular link is already available in this note section. Let me close this file. It is going to not required. It is not required. Okay, closing. In this particular file, I'm going to provide all this particular information, what agenda we are going to discuss, what is the links we are discussing, all this information is available. This is currently I'm looking this particular part to explain about the certification part. What is important, who need to do what. Okay, so if I go to this certification path, there you are able to see exactly what I am going to learn, what I need to get. This is a particular place we are going to understand this modules, solution architect associate, what it is going to come, the cloud practitioner, associate, and then professional, and then specialization about some concepts. Okay, this is a path of certification. It is not necessary to complete one by one. If you are expertise and you are confident enough, you can crack any exam without following the first one. For example, you are interested to complete a professional certificate directly with your expertise skills and practice skills, you are happy to complete the professional certification. It is not necessary to complete a cloud practitioner associate. Okay, each exam is going to have certain charge. What are those charges? How this going to come? You can go to the same site. You can come over here and understand. These are the certification. What is certification? If you want to explain, if you want to go through the certification, what is the content it is available? What is the exam model is available? What is the time? What is the cost? For example, cloud practitioner, to whom it is available, to whom it is beneficial. This is $100 and course fee, this certification fee. Once you are ready to attend this exam, who can attend this exam? Whoever like a manager or a sales professional, they need to talk about this cloud fundamental things. They need to explain what are the components are available. For them, they no need to log into this portal, no need to work on this technical world. The only thing is that they can complete this cloud practitioner. Cloud practitioner is more sufficient for them sales professionals or managers who are managing the team. They just need to understand the concepts. That's it. They need to no need to do practice. What is the service is available? What is that service? What it is going to do with that service? That's the basic concept. If you are happy to get that basic concept, you are having the certification means this cloud practitioner certification is more than enough for sales professionals or managers who are managing the lead. Yeah. Whereas in architect, solution architect associate, who can do what is the advantage? As an admin, if you are looking for IT administrator, as a DB administrator, or who are Intel administrator, or Linux administrator, all these administrators are going to work on the cloud hosted servers. They need to manage the servers which are hosted in the cloud. So for them, they need to have an understanding that how this networking is going to configure, how the storage is going to configure, how the servers are CPU memory resources are going to get assigned. All those things they need to get understand. They need to upskill or skill out, scale in, scale out. It is going to do increase or decreasing the resources. How they can do without understanding the cloud concept, where to do, how to reduce the resources, or where to go, how to increase the resources. These all concepts are going to come into picture. Solution architect associate. There is no dependency to complete previous certification to attend the next certificate. You are happy to complete any certification based on your the knowledge level, expertise level, and understanding level. Okay, so you can complete DevOps certificate directly without going to solution architect or professional certificate. It is up to you how you are going to attain the get a certificate. Okay, clear? Any doubt on these certifications?
No, sir.
Nothing from my side, sir.
Okay, thank you. So the course details, and we explored this certification part and understanding that what we are going to do. Now we are going to understand what is the registration we are going to do, how we are going to do registration. For each and every one, it is mandatory to first thing is that as soon as you are part of this training module, you need to make sure Amazon Management Console. You Google it, you are going to get AWS Management Console. You can log into this AWS Management Console, wherein you are going to get an option to register yourself. Okay. Sign into console. Click on this particular sign into console. This is a way out process. What it is required to register yourself. First thing is that you should have a mail ID. You should have a mail ID. Without mail ID, you are not in a position to register yourself. Okay, either Gmail or Hotmail, whatever the mail account, you should have that. Better to register with your personal mail ID. If you are happy to register your official mail, that is also fine. It is up to as per process. You are happy to register your official mail ID as well. But I recommend use personal mail ID, because as soon as you register with personal mail ID, you are in a position to complete the certification with the same mail ID. So you are going to get certified with that your profile details, okay, mail ID. And next one is important thing is that you should have at least debit or credit card. What it is required, why it is required, it is important thing is that you need to, it is going to validate. It is a free tier. The first registration is a free tier. I'm going to showcase what is a free tier information is available and how you are going to experience and about free tier. We are going to see. To get that free tier account, you need to practice. Without practice, it is not going to make any sense, guys. So everyone, as soon as this demo session is completed, the first session is going to complete. It is your responsibility to get registered. So while assigning the debit card and credit card info, it is completely secured. It is going to detect some amount that is just 2 rupees per INR, 2 rupees. As soon as it validates the functionality of the credit card, it is a valid credit card or debit card. After which the same amount will be credited back to you. It will revert back, it will refund to your account. So it is a free, completely free account for 1 year. Okay. Without this registration, you are not in a position to practice the cloud fundamentals. Okay. It is very, very much important to register. So mail ID, debit and credit card, you should have mobile number to get SMS, to get without SMS, the registration will not complete. You should have mobile number and you should have a mail ID. And this free tier account, you can register n number of times. N number of times means the only thing is that you need to modify the mail ID. If you mention mail ID something else, you are happy to continue 1 more year for free tier. Again, it is going to deduct the 2 rupees from this your credit or debit card, and then you are happy to register and you can happily to practice 1 more year. It is not required to practice that much time, but Amazon is providing the free tier account to practice continuously, so that if you are practice the services in a proper manner, then only you are in a position to showcase your skills and enhance your career position. Okay, clear? So mobile number, mail ID, the mobile number, these are the details and address. Okay, from where you are on these details. So this account details, as soon as you log into this particular Amazon portal management interface, you are happy to sign up. Okay, first I am going to sign into console. As soon as I sign into console, if you are first time registry, you are in a position to create a new AWS account. What you are going to do, create a new AWS account here. Okay, if you have the information, you are happy to log into this. I'm going to showcase, I'm going to log into this and showcase this. So first I'm going to showcase, create a new, you need to click on here. Okay, it has to be done without any delay. Don't worry about this payment. It is the amount, whatever the amount it is deducting from your account, it is going to refund. That is 2 rupees, or the 2 rupees will be refunded once. It is just to validate your payment details. That's it. It is not going to misuse your credit card or anything. Okay. So as soon as you log in, you need to provide the mail ID and account name and verify email ID. Without verifying email ID, you are not in a position to log in. As soon as whatever the mail ID you are going to mention, it is going to send a mail communication to your registered mail ID. So I prepared the document which I'm going to showcase, step-by-step document. This document also I'm going to see here, AWS account creation procedure. Okay. So what are the details are required? Pre-request is email ID, debit card, mobile number, and address. That's it. Once you have, go to this particular site, click on verification code. Email ID you answer. As soon as you registered, you are going to get email notification with a code, and you need to enter that code and account name. What name you are going to mention? How you are going to mention your account name? Just in this particular page, you are going to mention the account name. For example, Srinivas Logic Labs. Whatever the way you are going to refer, okay, or AWS Universe, whatever it may be. This name, account name, and this mail ID is important for you. Okay. As soon as you are done, you are going to proceed with next step. See here, that's what I mentioned here. The techie 498, that is my mail ID, personal mail ID. So I mentioned this mail ID, and then we have created an account with this particular. Okay, you can use any mail ID. I'm going to create Srinivas at Logic Labs. I'm going to create that for official media communication and then practice. Why I use this? I did a practice on this particular previous session. That's the reason I use this ID. Okay, you can create, for example, my one year subscription is over and I need to practice more. I can use a different mail ID. Everyone has a different mail IDs, I hope so. So you can use once one account is free tier is completed, you are happy to register with another mail ID address with the same debit card, not a matter, with the same mobile number. But only thing is that you should have a different mail ID to get a one more year Twitter account details. Okay, so this once as soon as you enter, you are going to get a confirm password. You are going to get into this space. So you are going to enter root password and all those details. So as soon as you are going to enter, see here, enter name, contact information, choose country, address. All these fields are mandatory. If you are missing any one field, it is not going to allow the procedure. It is a procedure of account creation in Amazon web portal. It is a 5-step process. Okay, step by step, every step you need to agree and proceed further, then only it is going to complete and you are in a position to log in respective portal. Okay, so enter name, country details, and whatever the details it is asterisk is available, mandatory information, you need to enter that. That's where the mention I clearly mentioned whatever the information I'm going to mention, all the details are entered properly. Yeah, step 2, continue. And here the payment details. This is also very important. Without mail ID, you are not in a position to move forward a step 1 process. Okay, without verification, you cannot come over here. Okay, then you need to enter debit card. You should have all the details in hand to proceed and register. So I encourage each one of you, go ahead and register your details without fail. Okay, next session, we are going to start the practice and we are going to do the same thing in your hands-on practice. Okay, so credit card billing details, what is the billing address? Whatever the address you mention, you can enter the same address and the PAN card. PAN card is important. You can mention the same PAN card, and it doesn't matter. For account creation, PAN card, debit card is information is mandatory and phone number. Okay. So what is information? Mandatory address, PAN card also. So mail ID, debit card, credit card, mobile number, address, PAN card. So whatever the details, this running notes will be uploaded to the portal. You can go through that. Okay. Even this particular information also, this particular document also will be uploaded along with this particular record. Okay, so you are in a position to enter the credit card information and CVC details. See here, it is clearly mentioned. Complete the payment verification to pay 2 rupees only. Once it is detected, validated, this amount will be refunded back to you. Okay, if it is US persons, that they're going to charge $1, $1. Again, that $1 will refund back to you. Okay, proceed with identity, verify mobile number. See here, without mobile number also it is not going to proceed, because as soon as you enter the mobile number, it is going to send a SMS. Once you enter the SMS only, it move forward. Okay, so the OTP, whatever the code you are going to receive, you have to enter to proceed further. Once you enter, then you are going to proceed with further steps. Okay, confirm your identity, what purpose you are going to use. You need to choose the personal use here in this particular step number 4. Personal use, individual. As we are not using for organization, we are going to use personal use to practice. Just use personal use and choose individual in step number 4. Okay. Then next plan is support plan. See here, what we are going to select in support plan. This is the final step. We are going to choose the basic free support. Basic support free. What are the things we are going to get as part of free tier? We are going to see that what are the details we are going to get as part of free tier. Okay. Initially, whoever going to register, they have to register with free tier account. It is not necessary to go with any other model. As soon as by mistake, if you select any other model, what it is going to happen, this much of charge per month, it is going to detect from your bank account. Whatever the debit card, whatever the credit card you are going to mention, it is going to directly debit from that account. Okay, so please be cautious to choose right account here in this field. It is a basic support fee. To practice, to understand, this is more than enough. No need to pay single rupee. We are going to explain in each session how to check the billing, what are the steps we need to perform to make sure there is no amount deducted from your account. Okay, it is not only working practice. The cloud, it is, if you use in a proper direction, it is most useful. It is just like debit card. The debit card you can spend until 45 days without any interest. If you misuse that 45 days period, the compound interest, you are going to get penalties and all those things. This is the same similar. You need to use that service in a proper manner, whatever the free tier account, so that it is not going to charge even single paisa from your account. The debit card information will be there as is. I have been using since 3 years, not even single rupee, because whenever I created a service, I do practice, and then immediately after that, I'm going to do some action. I'm going to showcase that what action we need to perform. Okay, so this is a free tier account we need to choose and proceed further. Complete sign up. That's it. It is so simple registration. You are going to complete and okay. That's it. You are going to log into the management phase and you are happy to continue. Any doubt on this registration? Hope who are going to join the session, they have to be registered in this particular Amazon management interface to get practice. Okay. Any doubt? Oh.
Srinivas,
Yes, please.
we have, they have our credit card details. After 1 year, how can it be? It is automatically cancelled, or after free trial is done?
If you are not going to use, if you are not going to use this account, you can deactivate your account. And if you are not going to use not even single service, even having this account active also, it is they are not going to charge. I have been using since 3 years with my personal mail ID and the credit card. That information is already there, not even single rupee charge. Because whenever the free tier account is completed, I am going to keep it as it is to practice for my understanding.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Let me explore what is a free tier, what we are going to get free tier. This link is also available, the free tier account details. I'm going to showcase this information so that you are in a position to access the information at any moment. Yeah. Let's see what is a free tier account details. What is this? What you are going to get? See here, 12 months free. You can happily practice for 12 months. What are the things you can do? Easy to. What are the service you are going to do most of the time? Easy to instance, either Windows based instance or Linux based instance. What you are going to do? That is 750 hours, not per year. It is for every month. Every month you are going to get 750 hours. You can practice a lot. Okay. So this is a for easy to practice. You can deploy and you can practice. We are going to showcase how to deploy an instance, and then you can practice whatever the way. It doesn't matter. It is not going to impact anything. If you are done mistake, simply you are going to delete or terminate and do it one more time. That's it. Okay. 750 hours per month. Imagine daily 3 hours also. It is not going to complete 750 hours for 30 days. Yeah. It is up to you how you are going to use this practice and then make yourself as a expertise in cloud platform. Okay. It is not only easy to all the service. See Amazon S3. What is S3? We are going to discuss about it. Is a storage. 5 GB of storage it is going to get. What is this 5 GB? It is going to see here we are going to understand detail. What is this 20,000 gets request, 2,000 put request? What we are going to understand each and every topic while discussing about S3. What is S3? Okay, and RDS database main is relation database service, MySQL, Postgres, main or SQL Server. 750 hours per month. We can create instance, we can practice, we can provide permissions, creating a users and assigning permissions and do that practice. Okay, this is also 750 hours. This like this, you are going to practice all these Peter as part of Peter. These many services are going to get as part of this Peter account. Okay, what are the things you are going to do? Okay, this you can make use of this all the services in this Peter. Once this Peter, only thing is that we are going to showcase while doing the practice, while doing the live session, while creating what we need to choose. By mistake, if you choose different other than Free Fire, as you already entered the debit details and all those things, it is a whatever the debit credit card details you entered, it is a pre-authorization. It is not going to ask again SMS and it is not going to ask any details. As soon as it is going to elect, for example, there is a you created a wrong service and the bill got generated. Okay, and it is going to provide a confirmation. You need to pay this much. It is not going to detect even single paisa from your account information without your authorization. Okay, no need to worry to register your account. Whatever the mistake happens, if it is prompting for to pay certain amount, if you are not happy that, you can delete a deactivate account and no need to pay, deactivate account and then create with a different account. But we are going to showcase, you just need to follow our recommended approach, recommended practice to practice your sessions. Clear? Any doubt on this free tier? Hope it is clear. Any doubts? Free tier accounts. Okay. So these many services, so these many hours are available. This link is also available. You can go through that. Whatever I'm going to get as part of free tier, you can experience, and this link is available. Okay. We understood that as per today's agenda, we understood that register free tier account already registered. I provided the document, and we are going to enter the details. What is the free tier details we are going to get? Certification path. These are all the things as part of this today's agenda. Now I'm going to move forward to discuss about further topics. Okay, to discuss about further topics. To continue with, before continuing with cloud, first we need to understand what is a requirement. What is a requirement? So I'm going to until this point, is it everything clear? Any doubts? If you have any doubts, please raise hand and then speak up. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the topics. Now, what is this system? What we are going to look for a application? How? What is the requirement? For example, I'm using the mobile. Why I'm using a mobile? I'm going to use a payment application. For example, Paytm or PhonePe. What is that application? To install that application, what you need to, what is that application? Why you are depending on PhonePe? You are the user. You are using PhonePe application. I'm using the PhonePe application. I'm a user. Okay. You are a user. How many users are looking for a specific application? To meet that user's requirement, how many users are going to access and what purpose they are going to access that application? So that application developer is going to develop that application in such a way that to meet the user requirements. That I am looking for IRCTC website to book a ticket. To log into that, I need a web page, right? So web page, I need to enter username, credentials, and all those things to get that interface to log in the details, to book the ticket, what is the infrastructure, what application is required. That application developer is going to develop as a web application. That a web application is okay, web application is designed. But where this web application is going to work, any application to work, to execute, it requires a basic foundation. What is the basic foundation? Operating system. And operating system where it is going to install a system. For example, consider your mobile device. What is that mobile device? You are a user and you are using a Paytm application. That application requires a Android OS and Mac OS required. And Mac OS means I need a device, a system which supports Apple Mac. If it is a Android OS, it is requires a normal phone. That means I need a system. What is that system? A system is nothing but a consists of components. What a component? A processor, memory, storage, and network. Without these components, will you able to fulfill your user requirement? Am I able to complete my Paytm without a network? Or you are going to connect Wi-Fi? From where you are going to connect Wi-Fi? As soon as you enable data on your mobile by using the Android OS or Apple OS, you are executing that application to make the payment. So what you need to understand here is system and operating system and application. These three layers, why it is required to fulfill the user requirement. Now we are going to understand what application, what is the OS, and what is the system. Now you tell me, what is a system? For example, a system is there. I told you system is nothing but it is a combination of motherboard, processor, right? Memory. Some members, some non-technical guys keep on says that memory and storage, they will get confused. Memory means it is a random access memory RAM. It is not storage. Storage is different. They used to call memory, they refer to storage. What is your mobile configuration means? They are going to say that I have 64 GB internal memory. That is not internal memory. It is internal storage. Okay, you need to define the technical terms properly for better understanding. As a technical people, you need to document the things, pronounce the things in a right manner. Yeah. So a system is nothing but a combination of these 5 components. It might be mobile device, it may be my desktop, it may be my laptop, whatever it may be. Without these 5 components, I cannot call it as a system. Why we need a system? Why I need a system? To load an operating system, right? So to load an operating system, what is the requirement? To meet that application requirement. For each and every application, there is a specific requirement. My application is going to work on Windows 2022 operating system. Then I need to load 2022 operating system, means I need to choose a hardware, a system where I can deploy. All right. So now you understand the system. Now on the system, if I install a OS, how can I call that system as a desktop? How can I call that system as a server? What is the difference between desktop and server? Can anyone? What is the desktop versus server? Anyone, please?
Hari here. A desktop is basically a consumer. The server is basically a service provider.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Hari. Any other opinion? Yes, please speak up. You can unmute yourself and speak up.
So desktop belongs to one user, server belongs to so many users, so group of people.
Definitely. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your information, Hari and Manoj. Yeah, Desktop is a single user. Is a single user means basically I can say that it is a consumer or a user. A single user interface, a desktop. On my laptop, I'm working. I'm going to consider that is a desktop because as soon as I'm logging, I'm using my desktop. No one else can use my system. That is a desktop. But what is the system behind the desktop? The system is same. It is going to have the motherboard, processor, memory, and storage. Now we need to understand the system for desktop user, how much time it is going to use that system. Based on that, the configuration matters. Okay, a single user interface require a system configuration with a limited features, whereas in multiple users are going to access the system means that system should be capable to handle those many users. You can understand the difference between a desktop system and a server system. I cannot run a desktop system continuously 24 hours, 365 days, isn't it? If you execute that, system will be unresponsive because it is designed to execute the functions in a limited time, max to max 24 hours. After 24 hours, the system gets heats up and it is going to function malfunction. Okay, why we need to look for what is a configuration you look for to support maximum users. That's the reason a server is nothing but a multiple users are going to access. Multiple users are going to access means what is the resources? What is the resources? Resources is nothing but I am going to talk about this processor, memory, storage, network. Okay. So we understood that system, desktop versus server. Now, what is a client versus server? Client versus server. What is a client versus server? Anyone? Who is the client? Who is the server? A client is nothing but looking for the information. Server is nothing but whoever providing the service. It might be two servers are running. I'm going to say working on two servers. Both are servers only, but both one will be a client, other will be a server. What is this client and server functionality? Whoever looking for information. Whoever looking for information. For example, database server. I'm going to take the database server. Database server, it is going to act as a server, to fulfill different applications requirement. For the same right now, the storage server is going to become as a server for this particular database server. Yeah. So this is a way we need to understand client versus server. Okay, so what are the topics we discussed? First, we need to understand what is a user, why the user is going to require application, why the application needs depends upon OS and system. What is a system is nothing but system is component of these many components. Without these components, nothing I can, even one thing is missing also, even storage is missing also, I cannot call that as a system, right? So once this system is available, I'm going to load an operating system. Why I'm going to load an operating system? What operating system I need to choose? It is all depends upon the user and application requirements, right? So what kind of server configuration I need to do? Why I'm going to call it as a server? Because the users are number of users. If the users as soon as number of users, I'm going to call it as I'm looking as a server system, a system which can support to load a operating system, server operating system. I'm going to call it as a server system. I'm going to call it as a server OS means server is nothing but to support multiple users. Okay, So each layer I'm going to call it a server system. That means it's going to support a server operating system. Why server operating system? To support a application which can deals with a number of users. Okay, hope it is clear. Now in this particular module, what are the requirements? What are the requirements? If you are loading a OS, Windows, a Windows admin is required, right? For OS itself, there are different flavors, Linux admin, Windows admin, and all those things, right? To maintain that particular server, how much staff is required? Windows admin directory. Next one is storage. I need a storage enterprise environment. I need a storage admin, right? Next, network. For each and every layer in infrastructure, this is a IT infrastructure. That's where they're coming from. IT infrastructure. To maintain this IT infrastructure, what I need to do? How many servers? To meet the one user application, it is not only single application. To meet this application, I need certain operating system to meet this user requirement. What is that project? What to fulfill a web server is nothing but a one single web server. To get a web page, I need to get a web server to be installed. To log into that authentication and all those things, I need to maintain as a authentication mechanism, either Active Directory and all those things. What is a storage? I need to maintain a storage, centralized storage. To connect all this system together, this is entire IT infrastructure, how it is going to combine all the infrastructure components and support staff to meet particular users' requirement. This is a traditional IT infrastructure. Now, the same traditional infrastructure to build a normal way, I need to procure a server, isn't it? I need to procure a server. And then once server is available, how many servers are there? Those many servers I need to procure. Once the servers are available, I need to install operating system. With respect to operating system personnel, need to install that operating system, configure. Once operating system is installed, this IT infrastructure, once this IT infrastructure is installed, then we are going to maintain the support staff. They need to configure operating system. They need to configure storage. They need to configure network, the switches, and all those things. It is combined as a complete setup of IT infrastructure. These many things. Now, how it is going to replicate in a cloud? What is a user is looking for? A user is looking for only application. If the user is directly able to access the application, no need to think about this OS and system, right? That's where the cloud is going to play an important role. No need to worry about anything. Just we can use this cloud environment to get this particular service, whatever the service we are going to look. For that particular service, how we are going to get that things done. Okay, are we going to use the cloud model? Okay, we are going to understand all these topics. Okay, no need to worry. I'm going to repeat the steps for each and every service, where we are going to do, how we are going to do, and all those things we are going to practice and learn topics. Okay, so let me log in this particular Amazon portal. As soon as you log in Amazon portal, did I log in? No. Okay, next. Any doubt on this user relation and this application relation? We need to understand the relation. If you understand the basic concept, where we are coming from, how it is related to this my environment, how I'm going to provide support, that's the concept is going to come into picture. This is where registered account, as soon as you register the account, you are in a position to log into this portal, and there the services. See here, these are the service management. This interface is the management interface. If you go to dashboard, it is going to all the information available here. Okay, see the services. What are the services? What are the services? For example, EC2 service. In EC2 service, we are going to click on compute. This is a navigation where to get the desired function, how to get that function configured. That is all about we are going to learn about as part of this training module. Okay, so I'm going to click on EC2. This is the dashboard of EC2 dashboard. What are the things we are going to do, how we are going to do, how we are going to deploy, how we are going to connect, all those things we are going to discuss. Okay, so before going, this is all management interface. Under this management interface, we are going to cover each and every service, whatever the services we listed over in this particular course content. We are going to learn each and everything and correlate with as desired, as required to understand each and every one of you. The participants may be technically sound. Some participants may be non-technical guys. So my training module is going to start from the scratch. Please treat this as a refreshment. Some topics may be required to understand basic concepts. I may be experienced and I can go directly how to deploy and skydive, configure and all those things. It is not the right way to understand the concept. Why we are going to create and what purpose we are going to create. If I am not going to explain this user directly, I'm going to deploy a system and OS. What is this OS? Directly, I'm going to deploy EC2. Why I'm deploying EC2? To meet this installing respective application. Why I'm installing application? To meet the user requirement. If you understand this chain, what function, what I'm going to do, what purpose I'm doing, that's we are going to get aware. Okay, so I'm going to explain each and every topic, whatever the topics we are highlighted in this course module. All those topics will be explained in detail from the scratch. You are happy to ask any moment at any question. Doesn't matter it is a silly or whatever it may be. Please, you are going to learn the topic. So it is your wish to speak up. I'm not in a position to each and every time speak up. Okay. Whenever you have a doubt, it is a simple or silly, doesn't matter. I'm happy to extend the training one more week. As per my schedule, I can complete within 5 weeks. Based on your interaction only, I can extend the training one more week if it is required. Okay, it is the basic motto is it is to enhance your skills. I'm available here to guide you. That's it. It is up to you how you practice. Hope it is clear. Any doubt? Any concerns? Please unmute yourself. You can speak up. So what are the things we covered? Introduction is done. Reader account certification, user and explain, computer and system and server, client versus server. These all the topics are covered. Tomorrow topics I'm going to discuss more about internet and private and public cloud concept, advantage of cloud, and go with AWS EC2 service deployment. The first topic which we are going to cover tomorrow is we are going to cover EC2 deployment. Once EC2 deployment, I'm going to deploy straight away EC2 deployment and then come back and then explain the theory about the cloud concepts, what is the cloud concept, and how we are going to relate. If I am going to explain theory completely and later practical session, which is not going to be advisable. So my way of trying module, deploy practical. While deploying the practical things, understand the concepts parallelly. That is way so that we can register the concepts in a proper manner. That's way of my teaching or guiding the skills to you. Okay. Any doubts, any clarification on these topics, how the session is going on? Is it useful? Please share your feedback. SP, please speak up.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Hi. I have a question. I want to know that what is the use of AWS engineer? So what is the use? What AWS engineer will do in that platform?
Okay. What currently you are doing?
I'm a Windows admin.
Windows admin.
Yeah.
So, for example, Windows admin in the sense you need to manage a server, right?
Yeah.
That server is deployed in a virtualization or a physical server, right?
No, actually, in my office, one particular server team is there and one network team is there.
Okay. Okay, take a topic of networking. You are going to manage the switches. How many switches you are managing?
No, I am from Windows, like desktop.
You are desktop engineer.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Take it anything. Desktop engineer. Desktop means you need to, for example, on a desktop, you need to install an application to get use of Microsoft Office, right?
Oh, right.
Microsoft Office means what it is you need to do? You need to purchase the license.
Right.
Okay, how many users are there? Those many users, you need to purchase the license and then you need to pay that and you need to provide a laptop to execute that application. Now, how the cloud is going to help in this manner? It is going to save upfront cost. That means you no need to purchase a license. If you want to use Office license, Office product, you can happily log into the cloud without looking purchasing the license. You just pay as you go. For example, you are using Office for a document edit for 5 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour. You are not going to use for an entire life cycle. You may find only half an hour or 1 hour max to edit the document. The document, for that document edition, you need a laptop, you need Office installation, and you need to purchase the license, you need to pay the amount for the desktop. If you have a simple mobile device, on mobile device, you are opening a login to this cloud portal and then subscribe this particular application, whatever the application. You are not looking for anything. Just you are going to fulfill your requirement within fraction of certain time. For that, how much you are paying? Maybe according to that price to provide that service, they are going to charge maybe 10 rupees or 5 rupees. But what it is required to get that application on your own system, you need to purchase a laptop, you need to install an Office product. For that, all those things, you need to spend some amount. So how it is beneficial in cloud? It is a pay as you go, just 5 rupees, 10 rupees you are paying and then completing your activity. It is not only this, it is going to be more beneficial in organizations, the what service. For example, a organization is going to deploy, then product, they need to sell one product. For that to product that sell, they need to publish one application. They need to inform each and every customers, this is my core of service. I'm going to sell these products. For that, what he needs to do, he need to prepare a office location, he need to prepare a servers infrastructure, he need to procure application vendors, and need to license purchase and all those things. Instead of all those things, he is looking for only web application to post that web information. Just he is going to go to cloud without purchasing anything. Just he is going to spend just simple payment and then he is going to publish the application. It is going to inform to all users. That is a use of cloud. That's it is a booming. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone? Any other questions? So tomorrow we are going to cover the topics. If no other queries, tomorrow we are going to cover starting with EC2 service deployment and then theory part. I'm going to discuss both simultaneously. So please, as soon as this session is completed, please go ahead and register your AWS Freetier account. Okay. Only important thing is that you need to choose a basic plan. The basic plan you need to choose. This record will be published in a couple of minutes. The support team is going to publish this in YouTube and share that YouTube link in WhatsApp community group. If you are not part of WhatsApp community, please register yourself. Yeah. So you need to choose at the last page, you need to choose the free basic plan. That's it. No need to worry anything. Get that registered after this training module. So you are in a position to practice. Clear? Any doubt, any clarification before closing the session for today?
No, sir.
No doubt as of now, sir.
Okay. Okay, then how the training is going on? Are you able to follow me? Do I need to reduce the speed up or slowness? Whatever the way, you happy to share the feedback? Happy about the training module?
Just one thing I want to know. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, this is Abhishek. Just one thing I want to know, as mentioned in the curriculum, and you also mentioned that while going through all the things like EC2 and all the things, we will see how it is configured in on-prem also, correct? Like how it is done in Windows servers.
Exactly.
So like, for example, like DNS, DHCP, that will be also covered, like how it is done in on-prem or
We are going to see, you are going to differentiate what is we are going to get in cloud and what we are going to get in on-prem. Once you understand the differences, you can think about what we are going to get in the cloud in the easiest way. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So both will be taught simultaneously, like taking example of on-prem and AWS side by side.
Exactly. That is the way of training procedure. That's as I mentioned
Okay.
earlier. It is going to understand in a layman understanding, so that once you correlate your production environment, your work experience with the cloud, it is going to register your things in a proper way. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Thanks for asking. Yeah. So that is all for today. Thanks for all your participation. Hope it meets your requirements. I'm happy to share the things in a proper direction. So thanks for all your participation. Have a great day. See you in next session. Bye.
Thanks, Rini. Thanks all. Cheers.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thanks.